What's happening, Pisces? How are you doing? Time to see what is going on with you all for the month of June 2020. If you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, that is in the description of the video. That information does include pricing. That includes how to get a hold of me. It also includes my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Everything you need to know that is relevant is all in the description of the video. So, less talking and more reading. What do we got, universe, for my Pisces people? June 2020. There y'all are. I thought you were never going to show up. No, I'm just playing. Ooh, there we go. That was pretty quick. The Queen of Swords. Okay. Some of you all have finally reached a point where you are able to take a very practical approach. Okay? Very practical approach. I don't know what that means just yet. I don't know if that means that this is something you've dealt with to the point where you have no emotion left, or if you have just finally learned to train yourself to take a more practical approach to emotional matters. I don't know yet. We'll see how this plays out here. We'll see how it plays out. Either way, it looks positive. Let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, whoa. 2 more shuffles, Pisces, June 2020. Boom, 8 of Wands. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody who is at a distance from you. Man, a lot of fire energy here too. Oh, from the outside looking in, I think people may be perceiving you as kind of feeling like things aren't working out for you. Like, I don't know, maybe if you talk about things that aren't really working out the way you want them to, Wheel of Fortune reversed. I don't know, maybe you just wear it on your sleeve. Maybe things just haven't worked out exactly as you had planned, and it shows, basically, you know? Either way, on the way you feel on the inside, though, was the 5 of Wands. Woo! So I don't know if this is an internal battle that you're having, but this Queen of Swords energy right here does show a cool exterior. I think you appear, even though I think people are picking up on, obviously, that something is a little off, you still appear a lot more cool and collected on the outside than you really are on the inside, huh? Huh? So, again, this could be travel. Some of you could be picking up and traveling, too. Okay, that could just be for a small group of you. So if that doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. I still do think that there is some sort of wall between you and the person that you're dealing with. Doesn't matter. It could be physical distance for a lot of you. This could be somebody in the next town, next city, next state. Either way, though, even if it's not physical distance, you could live in the same house as this person. It still feels like when you're in the same room with this person, they're a million miles away. Right? That 8 of Wands kind of just goes, take it however it resonates here. It could be a Leo that you're dealing with. You're drained, though, man. This connection drains you. I think the person that you're dealing with here does want to talk to you. Okay, they got a lot of things they want to say. There is a feeling of unfinished business between the two of you. They don't really want to work on this, though. I do think they want to talk. Could be a water sign. There's a lot of mistrust. Mistrust, is that the word? Mistrust? I don't know. There's a lack of trust between the two of you. Like that feeling of being on defense mode, you know? Like, I feel like this person does want to speak to you. A lot of you could be dealing with somebody who does want to actually come forward with a love offer. Possibly. There is still emotion from this person here and a very strong lingering sense of unfinished business, but there's not that comfortable feeling of, you know, we can kick back and relax and be cool. There's this tension between the two of you. You do have a lot of emotion for this person here. Could be a Gemini you're dealing with as well, but could be anybody. The connection isn't quite felt mutually, though. I don't even really think that as far as the actual connection goes, not just having emotion for the person, that's separate, okay? The connection and the emotions are separate. They're separate, okay? And I think that the connection is lost. You still have emotion, You still love the person or whatever the case may be, but the connection there is lost. You don't feel it anymore. Doesn't mean it's not there. The Lover's card does not indicate a connection or the lack thereof. It indicates whether or not it is felt mutually. I feel like you're allowing this Tower to fall, though. I don't really think you're fighting it. The Ten of Cups is in the reverse as the underlying energy here. So I don't really see this as something that is ever going to successfully rebuild itself here. Not really. Man, I was really hoping for a nice positive reading. Hopefully, let's go ahead and pull another spread here. Maybe this will get more positive. Last night, I did a couple of really bomb-ass positive readings. One for Capricorn and one for Aquarius. I was hoping to keep that pattern going, but today, it doesn't look so positive, y'all. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not a negative reader. I'm an honest reader. I read what I see on the table. Ooh, there it is again. Lovers in the reverse. Okay, so I don't really think they quite feel the connection as strong as they used to either. Not really. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more shuffles. This is the person Pisces is dealing with, University. Person Pisces is dealing with. Magician reversed. 7 of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, I think World reversed again. I love it when the same cards come out, different decks. I always grab a different deck when I pull a new spread, okay? At any given time, anytime you see me sitting here doing a reading, I'm always pulling different decks. I have multiple decks laying on the table, and I love it when the same cards come out, you know, twice in a row from different decks. But yeah, they do feel unfinished business. They feel like the cycle between the two of you is incomplete, but you know, there's just too much dishonesty between the two of you. You know, one, the other, or both of you. It could be both of you. A lot of times, like attracts like, okay? But the truth isn't it's not being expressed, not just told. You know, telling the truth and expressing the truth are two different things. Okay, the truth isn't even being expressed, meaning I don't even feel comfortable enough to be myself around you, let alone be honest with you. You know what I mean? Because 7 of Wands again, like I said, there's that lack of trust, that feeling of walking on eggshells. You know, like I can't be myself around you. If I'm myself around you, I'm getting attacked. Now, is that true? I don't know, but for whatever reason, that's how this person feels. That's how this person feels. This is the second time in a row this card came up. So, disclaimer, I even tell my personal clients this. When I read the other person's perspective, that doesn't mean that facts come out. This is how they perceive it. So, is that true? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know, but that's how this person feels. I do think, though, that there's a lot of inner work that they need to do, too, that they aren't doing. They're ignoring the truth. They're ignoring the inner work that needs to be done. Okay? They're kind of hanging around stagnant, not sure what to do, don't really know where to go in life. They're kind of stuck in a bit of a crossroads, trying to force it to go a certain way, and it's not. Could have been a third-party situation you were dealing with, too, for some of you. I feel like they're getting over this right here. They do want to talk to you. They have a lot of things they want to say, but they don't feel comfortable enough being themselves around you. That's just what keeps coming through here. 7 of Swords. Now, that doesn't excuse dishonesty. No, that doesn't excuse dishonesty. In my opinion, if you don't feel comfortable being around somebody, that doesn't mean lie to them. That means fucking get the hell away from them then. Get away from them. If you, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like you can honestly express yourself and be yourself around a person, don't lie. Just get the hell away from them, you know? And that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Damn, dog. Damn, dog. Well, let's see what the most likely outcome is. I was hoping for a positive reading. Hoping for a positive reading, but, you know, maybe as things roll on with the weekly forecasts and the bonuses and stuff, we'll see some positive stuff turn around for you. That's why I give the advice at the end of the readings, honestly. That's the reason why. It's just advice. You can do with it what you will, but if you apply it, if you actually apply the advice to your life, that's what turns your life and your situations from a negative to a positive. That's why I give it. That's why I do it, you know? So let's look at the most likely outcome for this situation here. Timelines moving forward for my Pisces people. Timelines moving forward. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Two more shuffles here. I don't see communication picking up. I see communication either being blocked or just not coming through. Whatever the communication issue is between the two of you, I don't see it improving. Boom, Emperor reversed. Tower reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, all right. Good, now, okay, sweet, awesome. Now it's starting to look a little bit more positive. Okay, all right, thank you. It drains me giving negative readings, y'all. You don't even know. You don't even know. Anyway, though, once this situation, I feel like once you finally find that place in here, you find that place in here where you can connect the dots and say, okay, well, that's part of my experience. So I accept it. It is what it is. I accept that cycle. I accept that experience for part of the story that makes up my life. Because it's there whether I accept it or not. So not accepting it doesn't help anything. All it does is hold me back. So I accept it. And once you start giving your past a positive meaning, which I see you're doing here with the Wheel of Fortune upright and the Six of Cups, looking back on it with positive memories, I see that I think you're attracting something new into your life. Okay, here's that King of Swords again. I think something new is coming in for you, finally. But a lot of times what the universe will do is it will wait. It'll be like, no. You figure this out first. You figure this out first. Now, yes, you do have the power, if you choose to, you have the power to force something to happen. If you want to, you can get in there and you can force it. But I wouldn't recommend it. Like, don't, no, I wouldn't. I would not. Jessica, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. But once you actually find the keystones and start putting in place all the faculties that need to be there to move on from something, that's when something new is going to come in. That's when something new is going to come in here. Okay, and the Seven of Wands is in the reverse now. But again, I don't see communication picking back up between you and this person you're dealing with. Not really. I see things pretty much, right now, it's to the point to where acceptance. And it doesn't sound like much. I know it sounds kind of like, you know, what difference does it make whether or not I accept it? Every bit of difference. Every bit of difference. To your reality and your experience makes all the difference in the world whether or not you accept it. You wouldn't think it would, but you have no idea what all is connected. What all is like flows together. If you don't accept your past, you're going to keep repeating it. See, the way the universe works, it's kind of a bitch, but the way the universe works is in order to teach us a lesson, it'll keep hurting us over and over and over and over. See, it doesn't see things the way we do on the other side. Human emotions don't exist over there. Not the way they do here. So the other side isn't thinking in terms of human emotion. Isn't thinking in terms of what makes you happy and what makes you sad and what makes you feel fulfilled. Not quite like that. Not really. So the other side says, oh, okay, well, your biggest mistake is you are looking for love in another person. So I'm going to show you that that's a crock of shit. Here's somebody to break your heart. That's the way the universe does it. And it's not out of meanness, though. It's not. It's out of love. It's out of love. Swear. And if we don't get it, if we don't understand it, which most people don't right away, well, damn, that person doesn't fulfill me. God damn it, I guess I got to go find somebody else then. And then we just bounce around from person to person to person to person to person. And what the universe is doing is saying, oh, you still don't get it? Okay, well, let me show you again. You still don't get it, huh? Okay, well, here, let me show you again. You know what I mean? Oh, that's just the way the universe rolls, man. Let's look at things to watch out for and advice moving forward. Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video yet. 2 more shuffles. Don't even know what I'm gonna title this. Thank you for the positive feedback, appreciate it. Yeah. I'm part of a very small group of people, like I've said before. I've said this many times. I'm part of a very small group of people who is pretty much left to do the dirty work, you know, and talk about the things that everybody else is too scared to talk about. If we could all, when I say we, I mean those of us in the public spotlight, if we would all take on the responsibility of speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Billy Bob, then there wouldn't be, people like me wouldn't have to come along and be the part of being the asshole and telling you the part that you don't want to hear, you know? Now, I blame all the other people who are misleading you. That's who I blame, you know, as to why I have to tell the harsh truths that, you know, people, not just me, people like me, you know? But it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do. Anyway, though, watch out for people, whether you know this person or you are this person. Watch out for people who make decisions based on preference and emotional bias. Okay, watch out for that. That is never going to lead you down the right path. Part of the evolutionary process consists of dealing with a period of discomfort. Okay, that's another thing they leave out of the picture. That's another thing. I've talked about this in the past couple of videos I've done. That fear and that nervousness and that unrest feeling is normal. That's normal. That's normal. Don't fight against it. Do not allow it to run the show and make decisions for you. You can't do that. You have to control your behavior. But if you put up with that uncomfortable feeling for a while, so your comfort zone has to have you in it. It has to. If you refuse to go back to it, it will come chase you. So if you step outside of your comfort zone and stay outside of it long enough, it will come find you. And soon everything that was once outside of your comfort zone will now become comfortable. That's part of the evolutionary process, okay? That's part of it. It's just a part of it. The Lover's card. I think that you all are very, very close. Very close. Your person is right around the corner. As soon as you hear yourself say, I don't think I need a relationship with another person in order to feel fulfilled. Your person is right around the corner. And that may sound weird. That may sound really weird because the old society has programmed us to believe that love only comes in the form of a relationship. And that is our number one goal, is to find a person who is going to fulfill us. And not only is that the biggest crock of horseshit that was ever dumped all over mankind, but once we actually start to understand that we are fulfilled within ourselves, that's when vibration, attraction, and manifestation starts to make sense. Because now we are looking at the world from a perspective of this out here is a mirror of this right here, not the other way around. I don't need the lover first before I finally feel whole and complete. I don't need money first before I feel relief from financial burden. It's the other way around. I have to feel what I want to receive first, and then the universe will mirror it back to me in the form of a relationship or in the form of finances or whatever the case may be. This out here is a mirror of what's going on in here. And then once we step into that by accident, that becomes a little bit more clear to understand. I think you all are right there. But you have to work towards relinquishing the past. Okay, you have to work towards that, okay? Anyway, though, I feel like the messages my Pisces people needed to hear have come through. We will see how things play out throughout the month with the weekly forecasts and the bonuses and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I hope that gave you the clarity and the guidance that you needed. I hope that resonated for everybody. If it didn't, which it won't, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus. But I still greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along. I appreciate the positive feedback, the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. I will turn your attention again to the description of the video where you will find information on scheduling personal readings, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, though. Thanks again for tuning in, all right? I'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Have a good one.